Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother, your father, your mother, your brother, your.
And then they have cans of soup. And they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people.
Who created Pokemon Go, but I try to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls. I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I try to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
You know, the truth of the matter is that when you look at some of my policies, in a lot of ways, Richard Nixon was more liberal than I was. You know, the truth.
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over if you'd like to see help out. If not, vote for the other by.
It was an amazing phone call I made. 40 Wall Street actually was the second tallest building in downtown Manhattan, and it was actually, before the World Trade Center, was the tallest. And then when they built the World Trade Center, it became known as the second tallest, and now it's the tallest. And I just spoke to my people.
That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there. People can decide for themselves. I can take a position.
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother. Everybody comes in your grandmother.
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
Hello, users! Is this motherfucking shit on? I think so. How's it going, folks? This is Above It All, episode 1251. Oh, we got some developments, folks. So we started with a developing situation. The situation developed, and now I am in a developed situation that is still actively developing. It is both developed and it is developing at the same time. And that's basically, what's going on here, so. This is the I check my phone segment. All right, so I really, let me just actually, okay. So, yesterday was day 67 of the protest. Before I get started on the protest, though, I want to talk about the other events, the events that occurred yesterday after the protest. Now, again, I don't know what I should and should not talk about, but, I mean, if you want to see, the Sheriff's Department put out a press release that basically, you can go check it out for yourself. And as a result of that press release, shortly after the protest, when I was home, I saw a truck drive by my home and filming every single house on the block. And after speaking to a couple of other people, they have said that they have seen almost a similar, same exact truck in their neighborhoods. Fellow people that were on the list here. And so, that, clearly sparked a panic in me, especially as I noticed more and more vehicles were passing through that I had not recognized. And so I'm not going to tell anyone how we are working on that, but I just want to say that this is what's happening. So, with that being said, yesterday was day 67 of the protests. I don't want to give too much information out, but, needless to say, anyone who's protesting in Elizabeth City is not safe from the Pasquotank County Sheriff's Office. They have begun retaliatory, moves. That's what's happening here. And so just, if anyone lives here and you've been at a protest, feel free to, just be safe. I mean, seriously, just be as safe as possible. But anyway, so yesterday, the Sheriff's Department pulled out and the Elizabeth City Police pulled out of the protest. So we decided to march on the street a little bit. And then we decided to go on the major roads on the sidewalks and basically scream with the megaphones as traffic was being stopped. And it was pretty cool. It was pretty neat. It was rad. I've got more video that I can show because, uploading to Twitter was not my main concern. I will be honest with you. But I've got some more videos I can show. I was holding the megaphone. Once again, I was holding the megaphone. And it was pretty cool. I had two megaphones, actually, and I wanted to talk about how I had two megaphones. Because one megaphone, not enough, right? Two megaphones, too many. So I had the double megaphone set up here. As you can see, I was switching back and forth. I was pulling out some moves here. Look at that. Look, isn't that incredible? Look at that. Let's be real. I am an incredible person. My protesting swagger and style is really it is phenomenal. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about that. I'm an incredible person and human, and that's really all that matters. But anyway, the protest was fun, even though we had no police escort, so we decided we didn't have enough people to block the streets with our cars, because, I guess Saturday too, or I don't know, whatever the fuck. But we didn't have enough people to get around the police escort, so we managed to go on the should also play this segment here. Hold up, folks. Hold up, folks. We got some, we had some dogs that existed. As you can see, there were some dogs that were They were filmed. We had some dogs. But yeah, so we went by the farmer's market, which is always pretty entertaining. And you have, like, all the fucking, like, uppity, like, white people, right? Just, like, at the farmer's market. Like, that are, like, trying not to look at us. Like, they do that thing where it's, like, you know, like, they're not looking at us. They're looking away. And it's pretty hilarious. As you can see, I have my animal sock on. And that was, you know, that's what we did. So anyway, I would consider yesterday a win as far as protesting, as far as day-to-day protesting coverage. Yesterday was pretty cool. Again, I'm more concerned with the things that are going to be happening outside of the protests. I, to be honest with you, would probably feel the safest at the protests. But, you know, like, there's a lot going on in Elizabeth City when it comes to our safety. And so I would just want to say I am dedicated to doing a podcast episode every single day. That's not going to change. I'm dedicated to going to the protest every single day. That's not going to change. Unless there is some immediate, severe, like, significant, like I'm talking about, like, gun to my face right now, you know, kind of threat, I'm going to be out there, and I'm not going to be intimidated. I'm not going to have people, you know, like, again, I'm one of the only people that films these protests. If I'm not out there, I'm not trying to act like a main character here. There's other people that film them too. But I've got a streak going. I've been out there every single day. I'm not going to stop. Like, I'm not, especially before day 69. You want me to stop before day 69? Maybe after day 69. Maybe I'll take a break. But you want me to stop protesting before day 69? I got news for you. That's not going to happen. But either way, again, I will be out there, and if there's ever a situation where, like, the show doesn't start, check my social media and then see if, like, maybe I'm somewhere else and, like, I'm starting late or whatever. But either way, you know, just I'm throwing this all out there. I'm not going to stop. I will continue to do every single day, posting these recaps. And needless to say, I am looking forward to going out there again today. Roy Cooper is going to be coming to town today. And so I will probably see Roy Cooper. He's the governor of North Carolina, for those of you who do not know. And so we are going to be speaking with him. And potentially doing a march with him. We're going to try to convince him to do that. But either way, there's a lot going on. And again, I think, I'll double check with Ben. But yeah, I think so. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, that was the recap. Day 60, whatever the fuck it was. 7, 8, what was it? Day 67. All right. Again, today's day 68. Tomorrow's day 69. What are you going to do? Can't stop. Like, once you go 2 months, you think I'm going to stop. Like, that's the thing. They think I'm going to stop, but they know I'm not going to stop. They know I'm not going to stop. But anyway, let me drink my coffee. All right. There you go, folks. That's the recap. I mean, you go fucking 67 days in a row. You're not, like, you're like, again, once we get to day 69, at that point the calculation changes. But how are you going to go 67 days in a row and then go like, oh, sorry, got to give up now? Nope, not happening. But yeah, that's pretty much my show. I have to do a lot of stuff to get ready for, you know, the meeting with the governor today. So I am going to be leaving early. Tomorrow, I really am going to be honest, I cannot predict my schedule from a day-to-day basis right now. But tomorrow I should be live at 10. If I'm not live at 10, I'll let you know on social media. If I don't let you know on social media, then start to be worried potentially. But the sheriffs are looking forward to day 88. Oh my god. Yes, that's correct. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So I will see y'all later. Everyone have a good evening and afternoon and morning, because it's still the fucking morning. And again, that's it. That's all I got. So I'll keep y'all posted more with more stuff later. That's it. That's all. I'm sorry. That's all I got. I can't give you anything else. I have nothing else to give.
Cans of soup, and they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup from my family. They're so innocent. This is soup from my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take it and they start throwing it at our cops, at our police. And if it hits you, that's worse than a brick because it's got force. It's the perfect size. It's like made perfect. And when they get caught, they say, no, this is just soup for my family. And then the media says, this is just soup. These people are very, very innocent. They're innocent people. And then they have cans of... Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket for our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. Fry them like bacon. Fry them like bacon. Fry them like bacon. Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting, pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people in law and order. We don't want anybody hurt. It's a very tough period of time. There's never been a time like this where such a thing happened.
That was an opinion of somebody.